YouTube, it's Kyger1324 back here with part 4 of my PS2 collection. I thought this was going to be the last part, but I actually found more games than I thought I had. I completely forgot I had more this amount. I thought I only had 2 tubs left, but I have a bunch more. So I'm going to have to do part 5 tomorrow, which is a shame, but oh well. And I also found a bunch of Xbox Classic games under my bed as well. So I'll see how many there are, and if there's enough, I might just do a small part 2 of my Xbox Classic video. If not, I'll just wait until I get more and then do it in the future. But keep the intro nice and short. Let's just get straight to it. More than earlier. Sorry, the other one was only 15 minutes, but like I said, I was on a time restraint, so let's just get straight to it. Kingdom Hearts 2, haven't played it yet. Want to play through the first one before I play this one. I want to get the Kingdom Hearts remix on PS2 3. I heard they're quite good. 24 the game, haven't watched the show. I might pick the show up at some point because the DVDs are really cheap. ATV Off-Road Fury 2, you know, quad bike racing game. The third one's pretty good. Athens 2004, another sort of Olympics game, you know, game. Obviously the Olympics is coming up soon. I might watch it, or some of it. I normally don't, but I might watch it. World War II, Prisoner of War. It looks like a stealth game with World War II. Another Conflict game, Conflict Desert Storm 2. Obviously Conflict is a franchise, there's so many. Vex, it still looks like an action platformer game. It looks like Baby Wolverine, that character. Then we have Crisis Zone, another sort of time crisis game. This one looks pretty cool actually, so I have to give this one a go when I can get my light guns working. Buzz, the Big Quiz. Obviously the Buzz games use these special buzzer controllers, which I do have. They're actually pretty fun to play with. If you have 3 other people to play with, they can be pretty fun. Buzz, the Music Quiz. Obviously same sort of thing, but music. Paris-Dakar Rally. I used to love watching the Paris-Dakar Rally videos back in the day, so I think I played that and it wasn't too bad. Crescent Suzuki Racing, Super Bikes and Sidecars, or Super Sidecars, another bike racing game. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I've heard this isn't a bad martial arts game. There's not many martial arts games out there, which is a shame. Gotta love my Iron Brew. Not sponsored. Futurama. I've heard this is actually a pretty good game, sort of action platformer game, sort of like the Simpsons game. Apparently it's getting quite rare. I don't think that's true though. Simpsons skateboarding, skateboarding game with Simpsons characters. I don't think it's that good. It's not made by the same people who made Tony Hawk's. Mafia, the original, the third one's coming out soon and it looks pretty good. Half-Life, the original classic game. I think I may have played this co-op back in the day. Babe, Pig in the City, or just Babe. Again, classic, well not classic, but classic movies. Bad game made by Blast. The graphics on this game look like SimCity 3000. Twin Caliber, on rails sort of shooter, twin stick shooter, but it's on rails. It's pretty unique and actually not a bad game. World Rally Championship Extreme, or 2, the second one, another rally game. These ones aren't too bad. G1 Jockey, you know, a horse racing game. Haven't really played a horse racing game, so I have to try it out for myself. Playboy Mansion, another sort of adult game on the thing, but this is sort of more of a, I think it's sort of like a mix between Sims Hotel, you know, like Hotel Giant and, well, Playboy. Star Wars Starfighter, or Jedi Starfighter, another Star Wars flight game. This one apparently is quite good. Stuart Little 3, Big Photo Adventure, Stuart Little game, looks like a platforming game. Don't look too bad, but it probably is quite bad. Starsky and Hutch, I think this one had some 2-player modes where you could do one person drives and one person shoots, obviously based around the movie. Killer 7, sort of a hidden gem. Some people like this game, some people don't. Apparently it's quite good, but it's quite weird at the same time. The controls are quite weird. Secret Service, first person shooter with, you know, based around the Secret Service. Ben 10, Protector of Earth, Ben 10 game. Haven't really watched the show. I've seen a few episodes. Over the Hedge, actually a pretty fun game. I think I've seen the movie, but this game is actually pretty fun, especially 2-player. I used to play this one quite a lot, like I always say, but that's the truth. Final Fantasy X or X. Like I said, I haven't really played a Final Fantasy game. This is a French box, but obviously it don't really matter. I think. Well, the game's in English, so just the box is French, I believe. And X2, again, haven't really played Final Fantasy. I'll definitely get around to playing them at some point. Burnout Dominator, Burnout game. Obviously, Burnout is a really good, fast-paced, classic sort of arcade racing game, over the top. Gottlieb Pinball Classics. This is the sort of pinball game, but with the Gottlieb like tables. A few of these I've seen. That bowling table looks really cool. Some of these tables look really cool. I have to play this one because these tables look so cool. I love my pinball. Celebrity Deathmatch, a bad game but fun. I used to watch the show, or seen a few of the episodes of the show. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a sort of claymation animated show with where they would take all these like celebrities and make them fight each other over the top sort of thing. The game's sort of pretty much the same sort of thing, but it's not a good game, but it's fun though. It's a fun. Super Dragon Ball Z, just another Dragon Ball Z game. I haven't played this one. It looks okay, but there's not. It's made by the same person who did Street Fighter 2, so it could be half decent. Headhunter Redemption, haven't played it, but from what I can tell, it looks pretty good. It's sort of like an action game. It looks a bit like Siphon Filter. Killzone, of course, a franchise on the PS2, PlayStation. Haven't played any of the Killzone games, at least I don't think I have. But obviously you have to have the first one. Juiced, sort of streetcar racing game. Pretty good game. Not as good as Need for Speed, but still not too bad. And of course Need for Speed Underground, the original. One of the first PS2 games I ever had. And one of the funnest games. I used to play this game quite a lot. Gotta love a Need for Speed. Not as good anymore, Need for Speed. It's sort of not as good as what it used to be. They need to do a HD collection of those. Meet the Robinsons, based on the movie. I may have seen this movie, but part of me thinks that I haven't seen it. Haven't played this game though, so. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four game. It looks okay, but I might be completely wrong. Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. Not a very good skateboarding game, but I used to love this game because it's basically Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, but with Disney characters. And it's actually pretty fun. Not amazing, but it's quite good. Judge Dredd versus Death. This game is actually pretty good. It's very similar to maybe Red Faction and Red Faction 2, but Judge Dredd. And I do like Judge Dredd, so this is actually was a pretty good one, made by Rebellion. The Haunted Mansion, the Disney movie. I don't know how good this is, but haven't seen the movie either. So Monopoly Party, I love my Monopoly games. This one's not as memorable as some of the other Monopoly games, but it's not too bad. The original Monopoly on PS1 was my favourite. The original Time Splitters, when I first played this game I didn't like it, but when I played it not long ago I actually sort of appreciated it for what it was. It's the one of the first, it's a very early PS2 game. So they didn't perfect it, but it's actually still a pretty decent game nonetheless for its time. Airblade, I remember playing a demo of this game. Sorry. Yeah, I remember playing a demo of this game back in the day and thinking it was amazing. And I always wanted this game, but I never got it. So, yeah. I don't think this was I think someone changed this case because there's a WWE official licensed product on there. So, I think someone might have changed the case. So, but yeah. Airblade, it's like skateboarding but on hoverboards. Then we have FIFA 07, FIFA game, can't really say much about it. Cricket 2002, cricket game, haven't really played a cricket in a long time. Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures, Shamu game with, well, Shamu's obviously, I think it's a she, killer whale. I'll probably do a video, I'll tell you what videos I've got planned at the end of this actually. Dead to Rights, a somewhat decent action game. The one on Xbox 360 wasn't amazing, but it's not bad. Sort of like Max Payne, but you have a dog. And then we have Garfield, yeah, it's an action platformer sort of game with Garfield. NBA Jam, Boom Shakalaka, classic sort of 3-on-3, you know, basketball game. There's so many NBA Jam games out there. Turok Evolution, a pretty good first-person shooter. Similar to, it's more similar than the newer Turok. This is more similar to the original Turok games. But it's actually not too bad. I used to play this one quite a lot on the GameCube. Smash Court Tennis Pro Tournament 2. A tennis game. I was actually watching tennis earlier. Surprisingly, I was just watching it while I was waiting for my aunt to go to Asda. So I was watching it. Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. I think this is the third one in the Splinter Cell trilogy. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, fantastic game, must play. One of the best San Andreas games of the generation. They remade this for Xbox 360 and I believe PS3, but from what I hear it's not an amazing updated game. Apparently the graphics aren't that different to the original Xbox version. Conan, this isn't like the Conan game on Xbox 360, this is just its own game. It looks pretty good, but I might be completely wrong. It has some co-op modes and two-player mode, so I have to give this one a go at some point. Batman Begins, not an amazing game now, but you have to give this game some credit because this is the sort of Batman game that really put this really what started the Batman Arkham games off. It wasn't made by the same people, but a lot of inspiration was taken from this game. It wasn't perfected in this game. Arkham Asylum perfected it, but give this game credit because it sort of did start off that the Arkham games. Siphon Filter, the Amiga strain. Haven't played any Siphon Filter games. I hear they're actually pretty good, so I have one on PS1 as well, but I haven't ever played it, so I have to give them a go. Mr. Bean, a platforming game. It's made by Blast, which I really don't want to give this game love, but I want to play it because I love Mr. Bean. But it's probably really bad, but I love Mr. Bean. Oh well. Happy Trail, Hamster Ball, a game that I think will become uncommon. This game looks sort of like a mix between it looks like Monkey Ball. This game is pretty much like Monkey Ball with hamsters. I love hamsters. I think they're so cute, especially when they're in a little ball. We used to have one that used to always run around the front room and always crash into people's feet. Jackie Chan's Adventure. Never actually watched the Jackie Chan show as a kid. I saw a few episodes, but I never really got into it. This game probably is pretty good, but part of me thinks it won't be that good, but oh well. Art Twilight of the Spirits. I don't know if this has got anything to do with the Art the Lad games, but it might do. It's an RPG. I haven't played it, so just another RPG. Got to pick up the RPGs. They're all the ones that become more expensive. Pop Idol, the official video game. I'm guessing it's just like Pop Idol. It's like karaoke and stuff. I think you can, yeah, you'll probably be able to use the mic on this game, but it doesn't say anywhere on this game about needing to use the mic. Pro Evolution Soccer, the first one, I actually used to play this quite a lot, surprisingly. I think I preferred this game to FIFA back in the day. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, a game that I always wanted to own as a kid. But I never did, so I managed to get this game not long ago, and I want to give this one a go because I was a big fan of Tony Hawk games. G-Surfers, featuring Trackman, or just G-Surfers. It looks like, what's it? I always get the name wrong. What is it? Wipeout, that's it. I always think Fusion. Wipeout, it looks like Wipeout. The Incredibles, not a bad movie game, but it's not like The Incredibles 2. This game should have been a game where you can play as all 4 Incredible characters at the same time, but it wasn't. GTR Grand Tour Racing 400, racing game. Don't look too bad. Burnout 2, Point of Impact, of course. Burnout, classic, great games on the PS2. One more stack after this, and then we're done for this video. Extermination. Yeah, it looks like a first-person shooter. That's annoying. Wow, it might be a third-person shooter action game. It looks alright. The box is really nice. I like that sort of weird porcelain style colour on it. Bionicle Heroes. Haven't really played a Bionicle game, but apparently they're not too bad. Lego games have always been pretty good. Formula 1 2003. This is the Sony version, I believe. The Formula 1 game. God of War 2. I don't think I've ever played any God of War game other than Ascent. It was either Ascension. No, it was one of the ones on PSP. It might have been something Ghost of Sparta, I believe. One of the ones. Rugby 2005, rugby game. My fiance loved rugby. Soldier of Fortune Gold Edition. I tried playing this game 2-player with my mate and it was terrible. I don't know how good the first person, the single player is. At the Races presents Gallet Racer, another horse racing game. I don't really bet on horses. I think it's a bit mean, but oh well, I'm not going to go into that. Super Buster Move 2, puzzle game, or puzzle bubble, whatever you want to call it. These games are actually pretty good. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know, platforming game based on the movie. Downhill Domination, I knew I had this game. It's like a bike racing game, but going downhill. I heard this is really fun, but it's quite hard, but I've heard it's so fun. Cars, it's an okay game, not amazing, but it's an okay racing game based on the movie. Star Wars Racing Revenge Pro, or just Racing Revenge. Obviously a sequel to the pod racing game on the PS1 and the N64 Dreamcast. I haven't played this one, but I really want to play this one because I always wanted to play it as a kid. Underworld: The Eternal War, twin stick shooter. Used to play this one quite a lot. It's actually really fun. Give this one a go. Haven't seen the movies, but this game is actually pretty fun. Headhunter, the original, haven't played it, but it's just an action game. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. It's a mix between a first-person shooter and fighting game. Not an amazing game, but it's not the worst movie game out there. And the last one for this video is Forgotten Realms Demon Stone. The graphics look pretty good, but it's a sort of action game, hack and slash. I thought it was an RPG, but it isn't. Anyway, that was part 4 of my PS2 collection. Sorry, I thought I was going to get all this done in one video, but I didn't. Whoops. Anyway, I've got a few ideas for videos in the future. I've got a few more top 15 sort of videos. Of course, my top 100 games of all time. I might do a top movies, top 100 movies / TV shows. I might do a top 15 superheroes and top 15 villains, my personal ones. Of course, loads of game reviews to come. And of course, eventually I'll get round to doing some game capturing, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to see more PS2 stuff, and let me know in the future, and I'll definitely be doing PS2 gameplay in the future as well. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Thank you.